Stefs Rock Show. We've got two members of Truly Lost. Thanks for coming by. So I read cyberpunk. I hadn't really heard that before, and it definitely looks like goth, but computer technology. What describe your guys' project for me?
Yeah, I'd say that word kind of it helps get the conversation started. I think it's a lot more than that, but when I think of cyberpunk, I kind of think of that against confining authority thing that's going on, but there is that dark side of it. It is like an evolution of like the goth side of things. And then Don and I both have a punk rock background, so us stepping into this is kind of what brings out the punk and the cyberpunk part. So it's a lot of the stuff the imagery we're putting together, the music that we're putting together, it's got this like dystopian kind of futuristic feel, but then it also kind of has that attitude of punk there. And
Yeah.
I don't know, Donna, you feel about the same with that? Yeah.
How did you two meet? In an orgy? What's so funny?
Do you want to tell her? Or
you go for it.
Okay. All right. So the very first time we met, I was in like a death rock band called the Cadavers. He was in like would you say like street punk band, Don? Yeah, like a street punk band called the Messengers. And they were in Cincinnati. We were in Indianapolis, and we would like play and cross streams a lot. For anyone that doesn't know, that whole like North Midwestern area, it's kind of like the U.S. is like Manchester. So it's like most of the cities have like an industrial background, lots of factories and warehouses, stuff like that. But they're all about 3 hours from each other. So if you live in that area, it's really easy to just bounce back and forth, 2 to 3 hours. And so we played shows together a lot, but he didn't talk to me. So he didn't want to talk to me. He was he thought he was too cool.
Too cool
but
for
then
school?
Afterwards, we met up through a group of other friends that are like tattoo artists, musicians, amongst other things, and we found out we had a lot in common. So we sat and we actually talked, and we got along really well.
Are you guys still Midwest or LA? Where are you guys right now?
He's in Cincinnati. I'm in LA now. I've been in LA for
Okay.
about 5 years now.
Ohio to California. I guess with technology though, you guys can just send each other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I go to LA quite often.
Okay.
The band, I'd say the band's home base is LA.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys look like you'd play at Bar Sinister.
We did.
See, I used to love that place. Like every Monday, I was in LA for a couple years, and it was so fun, and the bartenders were really hot. What's somewhere that you haven't played in LA yet and you want to?
That's a good question. I would say, I mean, the venues, I could play like anything. Like the Will Turn would be really cool, but something we've got on our radar in the future would be Substance. You know, the Substance Fest would be a good one. I think that would be fun.
And who would you like to open for? What would be the vibes?
Don, anything come to mind?
I mean, I have bands I favor, but with Substance being a festival, I guess pretty much anybody booked on there would be appropriate.
Yeah. I think Motionless in White would be cool. That's just because I'm a huge fan.
I see. Yeah. Definitely some aesthetic similarities too with the makeup and whatnot.
Yeah. Do you guys ever play around with S&M for performance or outside of the stage?
I would say the performance is very like raw. We might be incorporating a little bit more in the future as far as like what goes into the show. With the S&M thing, I mean, as far as the BDSM community and all that, I'm pretty tied into a lot of the events and everything that go on around here. When I think of that community in general, Don, I don't know if it was like this for you, but I remember like when I was a teenage like punk rocker, goth kid, I was always like in between the two things. There would always be these events, and those would kind of be the places where you wanted to go, but I wasn't 21, I wasn't 18 yet, so everyone was going out to those events. I was like, oh, can I go? I can get like a fake ID or something, you know? I'm like, no, 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 you wait back. You like someday you'll be old enough to go in there. And then so after that, you know, once I hit that age, I started playing a lot of shows where that was going on in the background and everything too. Because this tied into the art community a lot as well. And
Yeah.
those things like all go hand in hand. So yeah, I mean, I've always been comfortable in that space.
That's why I couldn't wait to turn 18 and have my birthday party at the strip club and go to the strip club a lot and just watch the women. Like I was so I feel like less people, I was just on a podcast the other day talking about this, are going to strip clubs and it's not a hangout like it was 20 years ago. Have you guys experienced that?
I think depending on the city that you're in, I know Atlanta had some. I never lived in Atlanta, but I know Atlanta had some strip clubs that are kind of almost like a half community based that after shows everybody go to, almost like a bar they happen to be. And I know Portland has that, but here in the Midwest, it's not at all, I would say, conducive to that. What would you say, Brad?
I mean, out here, yeah, I don't think you go to the strip clubs as much unless you have like friends there, like Jumbos or something. There's a lot of people that are in the scene that might work at Jumbos or something like that, to go and hang
But
out. But yeah,
Jumbo's is
it is.
like choreography, you know what I mean? Jumbo's is
Yeah,
a lot of talent, women that grew up in competitive dance usually and put on they tell a story with their
yeah,
performances. I forgot how much I liked that place. It's still open?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
nice. Okay. Now, okay, it is Halloween time, so we're gonna play a Halloween game later. And I want to ask too, have you guys seen The Lost Boys?
He's laughing because, of course, we have. Yeah,
Big fans of the movie?
I'd say yeah. It was always on Sunday TV when I was growing up, so I think it just wormed its way into my brain, and that's so it's like part of me a little bit. Have you seen Near Dark?
No.
Oh, you got to see Near Dark because it's kind of
Okay.
it's like The Lost Boys. It came out like within a year of the other one, if not at the exact same time. A little more grim, but similar idea. So you'd probably like that
Okay.
one too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. What do you guys think of MTV shutting down?
Ah,
I thought already did.
yeah.
I the music died. I vibe with that a long time ago. The music has been dead, and that's a bummer because I grew up on VH1, the Bubble pop-up video, you know, and
Pop-up
Beavis and
videos.
Butthead then teasing the artists on MTV. But I still think it feels weird that the whole network is gone. I wish they revamped it and just started doing music videos again.
Yeah. Yeah, I 100% agree with that because they haven't done a full music video since what TRL became a thing in the late 90s, I think. 'Cause they used to
Yeah,
have like all
early
those blocks.
2000s.
Early 2000s, yeah. Yeah, they used to have those
Yeah.
blocks of like Alternative Nation, Headbangers Ball, all that stuff you would stay up late to watch. And then the weird like Liquid Television videos, all that stuff was really cool. But yeah, it's a
And
bummer.
I
Once it
loved
went to
that metal
reality
show.
TV. What's that?
Yeah. That metal show, I was a big fan of that show. Did you guys watch that?
Yeah,
I watched Headbangers Ball for 20 minutes, but I think MTV had an MTV2, which was just videos. MTV1 was shows, and then MTV2 became all shows of reruns of MTV1 and VH1. But pop-up video is so amazing. I would watch
Yeah.
that now all day. I'm glad you said that because I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, and it's free on YouTube now. I found it and it's nostalgic and I like random facts. I might have the tism, so I like to tell people the random facts of the music video when the song's on that I learned from that show. Okay, can I do this or that Halloween edition where I give you guys two choices and you choose what one you would pick?
sounds great. Yeah.
Okay. Nightmare Before Christmas or Nightmare on Elm Street?
Elm Street for me.
Christmas for me. He knows too.
Okay. Lighter and darker. Bats or cats?
Hmm.
Oh, which one is it? Oh, bats
Would
or
you choose
cats?
bats or cats? Yeah.
Oh, that's like saying cats or dogs. That's not. You can't. Oh,
I'm gonna go with bats because my dog looks like a bat anyway.
cats.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
like that we split it up, so we got a little something for everyone.
I'm a huge cat fan, so.
Me too. I grew up a dog person. I've owned 6 dogs throughout my life, but my last dog died, my Frenchie, and I got a cat a couple years ago, and now I'm a cat lady. And I'm full on cat lady. So it's crazy how that, but I travel a lot more. So cats, she has a cat door. I don't have to hire someone or do shit. I do like how independent they are.
Cats are like roommates. Dogs are like kids.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, corn maze or carving pumpkins?
Maze for me.
Yeah, I kind of like the adventure of the maze too. Yeah.
Have you ever got lost in one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's
Last year, me and the kids cheated and we went through the corn because we got a little confused and tired.
there's a haunted house here in Cincinnati that has one at the end, and I got stuck in it. It's a man-made one. It's not an actual cornfield or nothing, which I like better. But I was a little irritated. I couldn't figure it out. I felt like it defeated me.
Stuck in a house in Ohio, it could have been Ariel Castro, the guy that just, chains up chicks. That you don't want to be going in houses in that state. It's too sketch. Okay, Headless Horseman or Edward Scissorhands?
Headless Horseman.
If we're going off fashion alone, it's Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we talking about movies? We're talking about movies?
Like character-wise, I'm saying.
I'll stick with the Headless Horseman. Headless Horseman.
Okay. You guys still, I don't think you picked the same thing so far. Rocky Horror Picture Show at midnight showing or at home on the couch?
Midnight showing.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Then you don't have to pick up the popcorn.
I would not want to clean up the theater after a Rocky Horror live presentation. Yeah.
Mhm.
I've made the mess though, quite often. Dressing up or handing out candy?
Both.
Okay. You dress up and stay home though? Is that the
I don't live in a neighborhood really that people trick or treat. So I either go somewhere where they are, or just go to an event.
Are kids not allowed in your neighborhood? There's a registered sex offender. Why are they not?
I like the beginning of that sentence. What's that?
Why? Where are the kids? Why are they not coming by?
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe they're scared of my house.
You're the creepy guy on the block that they're scared to trick or treat at.
I hope so.
What
You're
about
the last house on the left.
I am the last
Yeah.
house on the left.
Yeah.
That's true.
Do you want to go out on Halloween or are you down to stay in?
For me, definitely go out.
Go out.
Enjoy it. I want to do something creepy though. I don't want to just go to a party or something. I want to go do some thrill seeking.
Yeah.
Brad?
Yeah. I don't even care about handing out the candy. I just want to dress up and go out. It sounds fun.
Yeah. I think the Rainbow Bar used to have a fun Halloween party and I went there a couple times.
I haven't done that. That would be a good one though. I saw Twin Temple like a couple years ago on Halloween, and that was pretty cool.
That'd be fun. Scream Mask or Jason Mask?
Oh, Jason Mask. It's so 80s. Like, right? Don, you're thinking the same thing, right? Yeah.
That's Scream.
You're going
Scream,
Scream? No.
It is overplayed. Every time I get asked to do a Scream photo shoot, I still say yes, but it is so overplayed.
It's overplayed, but you're asking really, both questions. But yeah, I'd say that those are good questions because they're both, but it makes it hard to decide. But I Scream.
And then what's just a scary movie that both of you remember as a child was the first movie that actually freaked you out or gave you nightmares?
I want to, why he's thinking, I'm going to say, I can't say one movie, but Ghost Story is one I feel like is underrated and underwater.
There, it's right there. Alien versus Predator. Is that just looks like a black dildo now at the back. Is that how you get females back to the place after the show? You're like, do you want to see my predator?
And then you scare them away with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then the front part's like a vagina, kind of. That's the vibe.
All of it, everything gear. Yeah.
So, okay, what is the plans for the end of this year and 2026 for the band? What's like the direction you want it to go or things that are coming up?
We do have a show coming up November 13th at the Offbeat. It'll be with DJ Sulk Form. This will probably be the last one of the year for us. And also our friend who is in a group called Caress. Kind of a similar vibe. Femme fronted, so really cool stuff. 2026. Okay. I think what we're really focused on is trying to get towards fests and everything. We've got our eyes on things like Neotropolis, of course, Substance, and anything else that's coming up for us. Don, we've had a pretty good year this year. I think we've only been around one full year as of like this month sometime. But yeah, we kind of ping pong around. Whichever city we notice we're getting a lot of response from, that's where we go out to. And that's why you see the videos of it, and the place is packed in like other cities. So that's our plan. I don't know. Anything you want to add to that, Don?
What's a good city that is super into cyberpunk, goth, industrial kind of music, or that maybe you wouldn't know is into that style?
Mexico City was awesome. Mexico City is great. Yeah.
I'd agree with
Absolutely.
that. Yeah.
Mexico loves like goth rock, and so South America in general, and they're just good. They're good fans. They get very involved when they're watching things. I think America gets spoiled a little too much with how much music we have and bands visiting all the time, that not as many people come out. Then when you see a South America or European show, it's just packed to the brim, and we forget how lucky we are to have the majority of the talent from our country.
I totally agree. We don't really appreciate the arts as like a lifelong pursuit. I think in the U.S. we're so concerned about making money the traditional way, going up through the corporate ladders or whatever it might be. Whereas like in other countries, you can make a living off that stuff. So it's just it's interesting to see the comparison. But long story short, we love Mexico.
Yeah, I do too. Lots of cruises and parties, and I would go to it again and again. Well, dude, thank you guys so much for swinging by Steph's Rock Show and teaching me about your band and playing Halloween this or that. And definitely next time I'm in LA, you guys are performing, I need to check you out.
Yes. Yeah, you do.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.